One day, I shall come back. Yes, I shall come back. Until then, there must be no regrets, no tears, no anxieties. Just go forward in all your beliefs and prove to me that I am not mistaken in mine. Hello, the amazing viewers and subscribers, and welcome to my review on Doctor Who: The Five Doctors. And for this Doctor review, I've actually put on my Peter Davison cosplay. Yes, I know it's for the wrong story because this cosplay I'm wearing is from season 21, but it's the only Peter Davison cosplay I've got, and I'm talking about Peter Davison's story, and I kind of want to get into the vibe of this story. So, what story am I reviewing? Well, welcome to my review on The Five Doctors. Now, this review is basically why you should go and watch The Five Doctors, why I think it is the most essential Doctor Who story to go and watch. Now, when the announcement to season 20 came out, basically on Thursday, I was actually over the moon. I am absolutely over the moon because it turns out we are not getting one, but we are getting 3 copies of The Five Doctors. We are getting the original 1983 version, we are getting the 90s special edition, and of course we are having the 40th anniversary edition, which I think is just absolutely brilliant. It's amazing news that is actually ever going to be happening. So I kind of want to talk about The Five Doctors and do a review on it because I have watched it recently on DVD. As you can tell, I have changed my background a bit with me DVDs here, and you can see a few of my books. Behind the books I've got me other DVDs and I've got my Blu-rays along here. So I'm talking about The Five Doctors for this review. So I'm going to open up basically where I know is absolutely brilliant. So we first opened the story with that clip from basically the Dalek Invasion of Earth, with the first Doctor saying goodbye to Susan, where he goes, "One day I shall come back. Yes, I shall come back. Until then, there must be no regrets, no tears, no anxieties. Just go forward in all your beliefs and prove to me that I'm not mistaken in mine." I also have to admit, I do kind of love the fact the Doctor has updated the TARDIS in this story. So gone is the console room we've had since season 15. Now we've got this fantastic, sexy looking TARDIS. Yes, I actually do think this TARDIS looks absolutely sexy. It's absolutely brilliant and I absolutely love it. I love the 3D scanners. I actually love the buttons. And I love the fact this basically is the last console room of the 1980s. I actually don't like Christopher Eccleston and David Tennant's TARDIS console room. It's very organic and too curly. I mean, the best modern TARDIS I can actually say is Peter Capaldi, well, Matt Smith / Peter Capaldi's. But The Five Doctors, I love the fact we are opening up to the Doctor and Tegan, and she goes, "Finished? Yes, it looks rather splendid, doesn't it? I hope the TARDIS works properly." "Of course, once everything's up and running." She goes, "Did you repair anything?" "Well, the TARDIS is more of a machine, Tegan. It's complex." And he goes, and when he opens the door, she goes, "Do you blame me?" And he literally gets the hand and thumps the door open. I think that's absolutely brilliant. I love the fact he goes to talk to Tala, who's actually outside sketching, because they are on the planet of Eye of Orion. I love the fact when you kind of got them talking, and she goes, "It's like Earth after a thunderstorm." Same cause and effect. I absolutely do love the fact that after that scene, you cut to with Richard Herndon walking down as the first Doctor, and he gets pulled out of time, and you got the Doctor saying, "Ah, what's happening? As if I lost something." What? A man is some of his memories, and Time Lord even more so. I love the fact how Davison plays that really well, and then of course you got Patrick Troughton walking through the door. I love the fact Patrick Troughton comes back because he literally steals the performance. And even though this is a Peter Davison story, I feel like it's more like a Patrick Troughton story because the way he literally just walks in and he goes, "Sorry, sir, you're not allowed." "Not allowed? Me? I'm allowed anywhere." "Ah, thank you. Ah, Brigadier. Good heavens. Is it you?" "Yes, yes. For once I was able to steal the TARDIS. And here I am. I'm not too late, am I? What for?" "As your geese speech for the guest of honour." "How did you know?" "I saw it in the Times." "That's impossible. The reporter's still here." "Tomorrow's Times. Who is this?" This is Colonel Crankton." "Ah, you've had this place redecorated, haven't you?" I don't like it." "Come on, Doctor." "Right, after you." I love the fact how you got the two, like the Doctor and the Brigadier, talking about Omega, and of course the Doctor mentions the terrible Sodin. He goes, "Oh, you actually never got to meet her, did you?" And he goes, "Well, shouldn't really be here at all. I'm not breaking the laws of time, but I'm bending them a little." "You never bothered about much rules, as I mentioned." "What is it?" "Brigadier, I believe our past is catching up to us, and maybe it's our future. Come on, run." And of course, and when the second Brigadier kind of get captured, the fifth Doctor goes, "I have to find to find my other selves. And then you cut to Jon Pertwee basically driving Bessie, and he sees the Time Lord captured, and towards it goes, "Great balls of fire!" And he turns around and he tries to speed, and basically he gets captured as well. The Fourth Doctors are kind of a bit funny because they actually use like screenshots from Shada, because Shada was actually untransmitted. So you kind of got them on the canal talking, and you get the Fourth Doctor and Romana basically pulled out time. Talking about the Gallifrey signs, I love the fact we have got Gallifrey. I really do love the fact we've got the Time Lord who goes, "Well, he has arrived." And of course, it's the Master. They offer the Master a whole new regeneration cycle. And he goes, "What must I do? Rescue the Doctor." What? I love the fact Anthony Enya just plays the Master so well in this one. I love the fact that the Doctor encounters Susan, aka the First Doctor. He goes, "Surely it's Susan. Oh, grandfather. Oh, grandfather. And goodness, I found you." What? I love the fact Susan, the First Doctor, basically have that fantastic father-granddaughter vibes that Hartnell had with Caroline Ford. I love the fact when they come and meet a Dalek and he goes, we must be on Skaro. Perhaps we're brought here. Perhaps the Daleks was too. And you got the Daleks screaming, going, "Halt at once. Halt, or you will be exterminated. It is the Doctor. The Doctor is the enemy of the Daleks. You must be exterminated." I really love the fact how the Doctor and Susan pushes the Dalek against the corridor, and they find that they're on the death zone. That's when they walk into the TARDIS and basically find the Fifth Doctor on the floor. And I love the fact he goes, "More to the point, what are you young people doing inside my TARDIS? It's his TARDIS. Who might he be? The Doctor." "Mizzy? Good grief." And he goes, "You're here. Yes, take it steady, my boy." I love the fact he goes, "Regeneration. Fourth. Goodness me, so there's 5 of me now." Now, imagine that in the 60th anniversary where they got the First Doctor meeting the 14th regeneration. Basically 17th. "Oh, goodness me, so there's 17 of me now." I really think that would absolutely be funny. I really love to see David Bradley return and deliver that line to the 14th Doctor in the 60th anniversary. Imagine that. I also love the fact we got the Second Doctor and the Brigadier kind of paired together, and they do meet the Cybermen again. Pertwee with Elizabeth Sladen again, aka the Doctor and Jon Pertwee. I think absolutely brilliant. I love the way how she meets. It goes, no, it's you. Of course it's me. Hello, Sergio. No, you changed. You became more teeth and curls. Yes. Well, perhaps I did, but I haven't yet. Right, okay, I see. Well, I don't understand, but I see. I really love the way how the Third Doctor comes across the Cybermen in this story, because he never really has a proper Cyberman story in his era until you get to Big Finish, and I think that's a good bit. I need to listen to that Cyberman story. I haven't listened to it. I've heard a few clips of it on YouTube. I also have to be honest with you, I absolutely love the fact when you got the Doctor, Tegan and Susan kind of walking to the tower, and he goes, "Nearly there," and the Master's there talking, and he goes, "Like Alice, I always try to believe the most impossible things before breakfast." I love the fact how the Master's there talking, and he goes, "You haven't got the, because there was one of my other selves that took it from me." I love the fact when Tegan shouts, "Doctor, look out, there's Cybermen," and then he goes, "Go back," and she can't leave him. No, you can't really help him either. And then of course you got the Cybermen going, "Halt, or you will be destroyed." I really do love the 5 Doctors. It's a brilliant story. I love the fact how they all get sent back in certain time zones after Perusola is the one that basically is the reason why they've been pulled out of time, because he wants to play the game of Rassilon, because he wants the power of immortality. And of course, the way Rassilon goes, "And you, Doctors, do you want to play the game of Rassilon?" They go, no. We just want to be returned to our own proper times. Of course, it shall be done. One of us is trapped. He too shall be free. You have chosen well, Doctor. Very well. I love the way how they're all talking, and the Doctor goes, "Did you know that was going to happen?" "Oh, my dear boy, just would." And he goes, "Right then." And then, of course, you've got the First Doctor, like, shaking his hand going, "You've done quite well. Quite well. Yes, you did quite well." I love the fact how the Second Doctor basically goes to Peter Davis and goes, "So, you're the latest one, are you?" "Yes," he goes, "and our dress sense have not improved, nor has our manners." I really like the way how Patrick Troughton and Jon Pertwee say goodbye to each other, because Patrick Troughton goes, "Fancy pants, Scarecrow." And then, of course, you've got them all going in the TARDIS. You've got Tegan basically going to the Doctor. "Are we all not going together? Watch." And you kind of got the all being separated back into their own time zones with the companions. Also, when basically that woman Time Lord basically comes and the Doctor goes, entertained, it seems the rumours of Russell are not true. She goes, you must be like, oh no, must I? I love the fact how she talks to the Doctor about taking the high council of the Time Lords, and he goes, no. Sorry. And the way he goes, what? And she goes, and she's there talking, he goes, very well, Chancellor, you will do as I will say. I am the President, am I not? You will do as I command. Get into the TARDIS. You'll escort the Chancellor back to her duties. I love the fact how the Doctor basically hits Tegan. He goes, you know, sometimes Tegan, you take my breath away. And he goes, would the Time Lords be angry? Furious. You can't go in the room from your own people in a rackly old TARDIS. Why not? After all, that's how it all started. I really love that one. My review, so for my review on it, it is an absolute brilliant story. It's an absolutely iconic one. I do think it's definitely a 10 out of 10. I think it's a masterpiece. And if you are only been watching New Who and you want to dive into Classic Who, I highly do recommend The Five Doctors, because I do think this is the most superb multi-Doctor story ever. I really think this is absolutely brilliant. It's absolutely fantastic, and I cannot wait to see the 40th anniversary edition that comes on Blu-ray in Doctor Who The Collection Season 20. So thank you for watching. Please do like, subscribe and share, and join for more awesome Doctor Who content.